This story unfolded in the quiet corridors of a city hospital. Anastasia, a compassionate nurse, became the storyteller. It all began with an elderly man, frail and struggling with the weight of age, brought in with a sudden heart attack. The vigilant neighbor, a soul who cared beyond mere pleasantries, had noticed the mont's distress and acted swiftly, summoning an ambulance. The hospital staff, seasoned in the dance with life and death, moved with precision, saving the elderly man from the clutches of the relentless cardiac event. Days passed, and the man lingered in the intensive care unit, the fragility of his advanced age and the looming threat of a relapse casting a shadow over his recovery. However, an unexpected visitor brought with it a strange, inexplicable twist to the tale. Anastasia, going about her daily routine, noticed a lone pigeon perched on the window ledge of the elderly mont's ward. At first, it seemed like an ordinary occurrence, dismissed by the busy hospital staff. Yet, the pigeon returned day after day, gazing intently at the man lying in the bed. As the elderly patient gradually regained strength, the pigeon's visits persisted. When the man was transferred to another ward, the loyal feathered friend relocated as well, as if tethered by an unseen force to the mont's fate. The story took a surreal turn when the pigeon, normally a passive observer, began frantically knocking on the window. Sensing an urgency, the nurse intervened, driving the bird away. But the pigeon persisted, disappearing only to reappear moments later inside the ward. Curiosity and concern led Anastasia to follow the pigeon. To her surprise, the elderly man was not only awake but also engaged in an unusual communion with the bird. Instead of shooing it away, the man murmured soft words and tenderly stroked the pigeon's feathers. With time, the patient's health improved, and he was granted the liberty to venture outside for walks. To Anastasia's astonishment, the moment the man stepped into the open, he was enveloped by a flock of pigeons. They danced around him, their feathers catching the sunlight, creating a surreal and beautiful spectacle. Intrigued and moved by this inexplicable bond, Anastasia could not help but wonder about the mont's life outside the hospital room. To her surprise, the elderly patient, whose children had long abandoned him emotionally, found solace in the company of his feathered friends. His wife, buried 2 years ago, had left a void that not even his own children seemed willing to fill.